Hey designers, what's jammin'? I'm your host Rupen from Jammed, and today I'll be discussing why developing a thick skin is one of the most important things you should learn as a designer. Design is a really competitive field. It's one that you would really need to have solid work in order to get a tad bit of the attention. Many people struggle to get work online and wonder what are they doing wrong. Maybe that's your ego. While a good ego can get you good results, an unhealthy one can be really bad news because you never see it coming. Confidence in work is essential. It's even something you need to have to produce better results. But when it starts to turn into an ego problem that no one else can judge your work or even give you their opinion, you are rather destroying your learning curve. Once you stop accepting constructive criticism, you are stopping your growth as a designer. In case you forgot what a designer does, let me remind you. A designer is someone who creates and executes plans for a project or a structure. So you aren't working for yourself. Unless you're an artist, which is not a bad thing at all, just a different purpose. Artists mostly focus on the aesthetics and the beauty of what they produce. Most artists have their unique style of expression that they appreciate because it's used to describe who they are. It doesn't matter who they please with it, as long as it reflects their own thoughts. They'll attract their desired audience. You might be sitting there wondering why I'm mentioning all of that now. This video is mainly made for designers in the competitive field and freelancers. We all as designers had days in which we've made something we're extremely proud of. Can't wait to show this to everyone kind of proud until we show it to them, only to receive responses that we didn't even expect. Some of them would be like, yeah, that's really good man, you did a great job, and the others would be like, what does this even mean? I won't lie, this definitely had hurt in my early design career. Things like that were my worst nightmare. Having people who didn't like or didn't get my work. I would take it very personal to the point that I would sometimes even get discouraged to start a new design project, fearing criticism and hate. This fear has stopped me from improving for a while. It's like I've reached a dead end. The quality of my work was the same, I wasn't learning anything new, I was ignorant, and I was only accepting my opinion. It was the only thing that mattered to me. Until the day I realized that I've been stuck. And I would start to ask myself, why is my shit not improving? I did my research back then, and apparently I was doing everything wrong. I wasn't thinking like a designer. I didn't care what the people wanted to see. I was just doing what I like to do. Which made me forget that the work I was doing was mainly done for them. That they're the ones who see design daily and understand the visual communication. Also that they are the audience that we're supposed to be designing for. So I learned to develop thick skin. I started to listen more and understand what the people really wanted to see. I learned not to take it personal but rather listen. Someone would say the typography is bad, I would try to know why it doesn't work. Listening more to the others and speaking less has only worked in my favor. I became able to observe and understand what the people really cared about. So how could you develop a thick skin as a designer? Always remember that not everyone is necessarily going to like your work, so rejection isn't the end of the world. But at least try to know the reason and learn to adapt. Take feedback from people that truly care about your work, which is better than taking it from internet randoms. The internet has a lot of people who would hate on anything just for the fun of it, so it's advised to take feedback from very specific people that truly care, whether it's a friend or a professional in the field. Also, there are multiple design groups on Twitter, Discord and Instagram in which different designers share their opinions on each other's work. So try to get into one of these and don't be afraid to post your work and be criticized. Try not to be very self-centered. That doesn't mean lose your own style, but rather try to see trends and see what works and what doesn't, and learn from what you observe. Don't get defensive when you're getting criticized. Be open to change and okay with people not liking your ideas. And learn to stop saying yeah but rather say yeah I understand. You don't need to explain what you're doing because most of the time they don't really mean anything personal. These are some of the things to keep in mind during your design career, which will help you have a better learning curve and reach your goals faster. If you're wondering what I'm doing in the background, I'm sketching a random concept of an infernal bear for a video game called Volibear from League of Legends if you're curious. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't, and share it with your friends who find it useful. Suggest topics you'd like me to talk about down in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the jam talks. See you in the next one.